Greetings, greetings, greetings. I'm on location again, embracing this beautiful day of just taking the time to get in alignment. This is a candid conversation. Tap in if you have something to say. I am walking it out again today. And as you see, the confetti is flowing. So I am taking in the sun. I am taking in the sun, align, and also giving myself the time to ground. Grounding is definitely one way that you can stay in alignment, grounding by taking a walk, grounding by doing breath work, grounding by just sitting out in nature or getting some sunbathing. This is a very important part of living in alignment. I know we've talked about often that I'm always living aligned and crowned, and I do have my crown on, but sometimes I don't even feel like I'm living aligned and crowned, y'all. But my life is reflecting it back to me to say, yes, in fact, you are. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, sis. How are you? How are you? We are talking about alignment, getting in alignment, and truly showing up for yourself. Yes, showing up for yourself, even if nobody else is. The way that I see it, life is truly what you make it. Life is truly a reflection of who you are. You are the vision. You are the dream come true just by being you. As I'm taking this time to reflect on this walk, I'm just reflecting on all of the things that I do, right? All of the things that I do in a day, in a month, in a year, and how my life is constantly changing. But in that space, it is still in alignment. It is in alignment with my dreams, my wishes, my expectations, because I am intentional about what I'm talking about, what I'm sending out into the universe to reflect back to me that which is like me. And this is how we begin to align. It's like the universe gives us signs. The universe shows us the way if we only take time to listen, to be aware, to ground in your right now moment, As I'm multitasking today on this live, just to get what I know I need for me, but also show up in my commitment to my little girl. And she said, she's so proud of me. She's so proud of me. Even as my job on a daily is taking care of another little girl who has special needs, and I'm her personal nurse. But oftentimes I find myself in a place of judgment, saying, well, this isn't really what I want to do. I'm a holistic self-care practitioner. I'm supposed to be doing more, okay? I'm supposed to be doing something different. But honestly, that is exactly what I'm supposed to be doing at this exact time and space in my life. Although I am a holistic self-care practitioner and I do have clients that I work with, but it's not my sustainable income. And that's what I'm looking for. I want to do it full time, all the time. That's all I want to do. But sometimes we still have to show up for you. That's what they're saying. Sometimes you still have to show up for you. And in that space, it may be doing some things you don't always want to do, right? And then you may question yourself, am I still in alignment? Am I following the dream? Am I still doing the things even if they're not seen in this reality as of yet, in the capacity or in the greatness of how good can it get? So I am being reminded today that to align and to be in alignment It means truly showing up for you in all the areas. As I have started my journey as a Get Loved Up practitioner, working with lifestyle design, and really in that work, which I've brought into the Align framework, it talks about your emotional wellness, your physical wellness, your mental wellness, your financial wellness, your social wellness, your nutritional wellness, and one more, your relationship wellness. How are you really living in alignment in all of those areas? So when we think of that, we're not, what is it? We are not one focused beings. We don't have just one area that we're supposed to focus on. We're supposed to focus on all of those areas and be out those 7 key areas. The financial area is very important, right? Sometimes as I'm reflecting and looking into my communities and the people doing spiritual work, they are to my communities and the people doing spiritual work, they are really living in a space of lack in some cases because they are not showing up to fulfill their own financial obligation to themselves. They are givers, they give and they give, sometimes without even receiving anything in return, and it leaves them lacking. And that lack mentality prevents us from being in alignment because we are abundant. We have more than we need. We have more than enough. But we have to really put our energy in the places that need us now. I'm taking this walk for my health, for my physical well-being. I plan to live a very long time. And if my body is health for my physical well-being, I plan to live a very long time. And if my body is not in alignment to the goal, live a very long time. And if my body is not in alignment to the goals, the visions, the dreams that I do hold, I'm not going to see it. So I have to take time to are struggling. I'm not going to be able to do the things to sustain my life. So that would be struggling, and my energy would not be sustaining to alignment. So I want to hear from y'all. How do you see or view this idea of alignment? What does it look like to you? Does it look like doing, being, and having everything that you wish to be, do, and have, and you're expecting it to just drop down from heaven? Or are you willing to do the work? Because it is work. Believe me, I worked all day. And did I really feel like getting out and doing this walk? Nah, not really. But I know that my body needs it, right? So therefore, here I go. Did I really want to do my TikTok live? I most certainly did. On the other side of it, I still have so many things in my home to get done tonight. Being as though I've put off a lot of things because I took time to in other ways by just resting. Do you think, that's a good one. Do you think that when you rest that you are not being in alignment? I know for me that was one other area that I struggled in, being a workaholic. I've often, for the most part of my life, worked 2 full-time jobs. 2 full-time jobs as a nurse, okay? And in that space, my life was no different, really, than it is right now. But I was tired. I was angry. I had no social life. My social life became my work life, but that wasn't fulfilling the fun, right? Because it's work. So we have to really begin to see how alignment shows up and truly begin to continue to fill our cups. All 7 of them, okay? You got 7 cups. And I'm reminded of the 8 of Pentacles, the 7 of Cups and the 8 of Pentacles. You have to do 7 cups. And I'm reminded of the 8 of Pentacles, the 7 of Cups and the 8 of Pentacles. You have to do your work. And your work is something that only you can do. No one feels what you feel. No one has the ability to do what you can do. And it's really about us understanding what this life of alignment looks like to you, okay? And it could look quite different, but the 7 pillars which I help my clients work through to create their lifestyle design, right? Their lifestyle blueprint. It's like, okay, financially, what do you see for your life? What does financial well-being look like to you? What does social well-being look like to you? You know, and we go through each of those areas, and then we create a plan that success look like to me. And then we begin to map it out. What does that look like? And this is where the work comes in. We can't just keep it in our head. We can't just see the end goal. We have to see the end goal. We have to doable sacral energy. This is how you will begin to see your best life now manifesting for you. Because this is the work for me. This is how I truly see myself living my best life now. It's really, really simple. And this is where my business, Good Vibes Lounge, comes in to remind us that spirituality can be very practical. And it is supposed to be. But most of us, we get up in those clouds and we stay there. I'm her, she's me. So I have to ground down, walking, feet on the earth, taking in sun. It all brings me back into my body, as you see. Woo, I gotta breathe. I'm sweating and I feel it, y'all. So this is the part that I'm doing for me, which is helping me to see that in fact, I am living my best life now. And the dreams and the goals and the visions are showing up because I said it, because I took the time to, because I said it, because I took the time to write it out. I took the time to speak about it. I'm making intentional steps every day to embrace it. Embracing the queen within, y'all. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the likes. Thank you for the love. Thank you for showing up. I hope that this message is getting your attention a little bit. Thank you for the heart me. Thank you. So when you look at your life and look at how you want to align, what is it that you want to align to? You can start with the big picture, right? What do you really see your life looking like at its fullest, highest capacity? And also looking at, do you have the stamina to hold it? We could want $1 million, but have you already laid out the plan of how you would use it? Not only to serve yours, but have you already laid out the plan of how you would use it? Not only to serve yourself, but also to serve community. You may have a big vision of having this specific type of career. All right? Do you have the knowledge and the wisdom and the ability to do the job. We can want a lot of things, but we may not be ready for them. So, creating your lifestyle design allows you to truly begin to see it come true as you put action behind the things that you can do. I do. As we've talked about the chakras and how that is our life force, and the portals need to be open. Those are 7 portals as well, right? We the I can and I do. We have the I love. We have the I speak, I know, or I see and I know. So this crown energy, this crown energy which comes from this crown energy which comes from a man. Woo, y'all. I am getting my workout in and it feels good. It feels good. Yeah. I see y'all on here. I see the love. I see the taps. I see the gifts. And I'm giving you a gift back. Come join me on this journey of embracing the queen within, living aligned and crowned. If you're a man, just flip it around. We all have both masculine and feminine energy. This is our logic mind and our nurturing mind. And we have to bring it into being, into our wholeness, into everything that we desire. Logic, nurture. Logic, nurture. Logic, nurture. We can't be, as I've heard people say, you so, what is it? You so heaven bound, you know earthly good. We don't want to be no earthly good. We are in the earth to be good, to do good, to have good. But we have to do the work. Woo! I made it home, y'all. But I am so excited to see what happens next, you know? I'm so excited to see how the moment I stay focused, stay intentional, and move in alignment, my cup remains full to overflow. And I truly do see where I'm going, the next steps to take, the next part of the journey. Because we can get caught in loops very easily. We can get stagnant. We can get complacent. We can get lazy. That's me too. And then be like, the moment you stop that energy flow of what you know for sure, it creates a loop. This is something that our ancestors have taught us. Their life was very much controlled, especially in the early, I'll say in the Western America history of our ancestors. They were very much controlled from a place of their worth. I mean, not their worth, their livelihood. I mean, survival. That's what I was looking for. They were very much controlled from a place of survival. They had to do, be, and have whatever Master said in some cases to survive. And that was the constant loop because survival was at the expense. You know, we have so much freedom. That's why my book, Aligned and Crowned, The Wheel Within the Wheel, teaches us that we have to work with the elements. We have to work with our ancestors. We have to work with those that have went before us because they have imparted to us gifts, talents, abilities, and the insight to say, you know what? I can, because they couldn't. And they will show up to surprise you and also offer you the wisdom, the what is it? The stay withal to stay the course. I made that up. But you will begin to see how easy it is to navigate this life, this thing we call life, this creative expression of who you are and what you believe. Because based on what we believe, it shows up for us to receive. You know, it may take doing the work. It always takes doing the work. And the work is never done. The work is never done. It is only just begun the moment you can see it. Okay? That is where we begin. So I am truly, truly, truly calling in the women who are ready to do the work. It's not easy, but as we've heard, if you want to go far, go alone, and it will be a very tedious journey. But if you want to go fast, go alone, but it will be a very tedious journey. But if you want to go far, go together, because you can be encouraged, you can be strengthened, you can connect with sisters and brothers who see your vision and who are going to support you. As they see you get weak, they're going to come in and be strong. They are going to come in and be your cheerleader. They are going to say, come on, we can do this together. Because this is a collective consciousness. This is a collective experiment. Everyone is playing their part, one way or another. Some people just haven't started, but that's their part for right now. They haven't started because they haven't seen you do it. Ding, 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 ding. So the moment you begin to do it, you can be that inspiration, that light in the darkness that allows others to see. If they can do it, so can I. If she can do it, so can me. And this is how we rise together in a collective state of harmony, bliss, joy, excitement, and a little hard work, and a lot of tears in some cases. But that is the pain leaving the body, the pain that we have carried for generation to generation to generation, carried on through our ancestors, carried on through the programming that we have been birthed in. But we are the game changers. We are the game changers. And the moment you begin to get into the game, the moment you can begin to say, hey, something got to change. And it might as well be me. I don't have to continue to go along in a frequency that does not support me, that does not help me to see, that does not allow me to rise in accelerated harmony to receive everything that is for me. I heard y'all. So this is how we do it. And we can't allow our words to become void, because the message says once the word goes out, it will surely produce that which it has been sent to produce. So I encourage you, think about how you are aligning. Think about how you are living your life now. If you are not aware of these 7 pillars, I have written a book called Embracing the Queen Within, which was my rites of passage book with Queen Afua. It takes you through 7 principles to find your I am, because sometimes we don't even know who we are. Sometimes we don't even know what we are here for, because we've shown up and been disappointed so many times, showing up as the non-player character in other people's story, and feeling the feels like, oh, that didn't feel good. Oh, that didn't feel good. Oh, that didn't feel good. Oh, I feel so bad. I am so depressed, or I am so whatever in the lowest frequency. But I'm telling you, don't rest there. Good, better, best. I will never rest until my good is better and my better's best. I remember as a child, I used to say that. And it's a little song. It is a little jingle that I still hear. My little girl is reminding me, good, better, best. I will never rest until my good is better and my better's best. Good, better, best. I will never rest until my good is better and my better is best. So this is something we can embrace. You know, why do we settle? Why do we see ourselves in a place of unworthiness, in a place of lack, in a place of not getting what we deserve, not getting what we have seen our life to be? Because of the situations around me, because of what somebody else said to me, where we've given our power away and we are not sustained. We are not aligned. We are not grounded. We are not rooted. And so therefore, we spiral downward as opposed to allowing energy and frequency and the universe to support our beingness in the body, to raise us up into something more, into our best. How good can it get? This is where we don't rest. We don't rest, but we do rest. We rest our body, but we don't rest our vision. We don't rest in the low vibrational things. We don't settle for that rainbow and green pastures, you know, that complacency, 4 of Cups energy. We don't stay there. We begin to say, okay, what can I do? And you have to do it. Like, I was really struggling on that walk, y'all, but not so much as I was when I first started. But it's not my best. It was good. I got it done. But I'm not going to rest until my good is better. And this is how I choose to live aligned and crowned. It is a daily choice, and it's your choice to choose. Choose ye this day. Where are you going to find yourself in this life? Because it is good. It says, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. And this is the alignment daily bread. Okay? I want you all to live your best life now. I depend on it. Everyone around you depends on it. I have to live my best life now because I depend on it. And everyone else around me depends on it. And it's those brave warriors, those warriors of light, as I referenced in my book, Aligned and Crowned. Those warriors of light are the ones who are setting the tone. We are no longer the victims. We are no longer settling for martyrism. We are no longer saying, I guess this is as good as it gets. And we're no longer forcing ourselves to do things that don't make us equipped or don't help equip us for the life we want to live. There's things that support us. There's things that distract us. Get clear about it. Get clear about it. And this is where the Align blueprint will help you navigate, come up with a plan, and truly begin to live your best life now, intentionally. I am your holistic self-care practitioner and soul guide. Not only am I guiding you, I'm guiding me from the other side. And this is how we have to show up. Living unapologetically, but definitely being intentional about what's in alignment, what's a time waster, what's a distraction, what's a supporter, and how you are moving into your I can and I do. Because remember, you are the voice, you are the message, you are the power, you are the dream come true. Everything that you desire depends on you. So what are you willing to do? Are you willing to sweat it out? Are you willing to cry it out? Are you willing to scream it out? Are you really willing to release and let go? Are you ready to align? That's what I'm asking today. Are you ready to divine? Are you ready to align for such a time as this? We are in a divine time to see it, be it, have it, and do it. If you need a soul guide, if you need a sister friend, if you need a mentor, a coach, if you need someone to just hold your hand or give you the tools, please, please, please reach out to me. This is what I do. Because when I do it for you, I'm also doing it for me too. This is not something that I'm saying I have mastered. We are all the teacher, the master, and the guide. And as we show up, we support each other in this divine masterpiece. So, this is my live for today. I'm loving the day. It was really, really rainy the last 2 days, so I was in the treadmill and in my garage, and that was not fun. But I could say, job well done. I did it. And the more that I continue to do the things that are difficult, as my mom is reminding me there now, her message, her last message in one of my sister circles that I led, she helped me to create affirmation cards. There was like a list of affirmations on a piece of paper. I had her cut them out and glue them to index cards. And she did a little bedazzle, kind of like this gold that I'm seeing now. But there were different bedazzles on all of these index cards. And everyone pulled a card. And this was the last circle that she was here with me to witness. And her card was, I can do the difficult things. Little did I know that rang true in the difficult thing of leaving this earth without even a hint of it was her time. But she knew. We always know. But we always wonder, how is it going to affect those that we love? So my card that I pulled was, I am strong enough to handle anything life sends my way. I am strong enough to handle anything life throws my way. And I sat in that space a lot because I've always been the strong one. But have I seen that as a true strength? Most of the time, I found myself in that martyr energy. Why is it that I'm always having to be the one to have to do it? Why am I always? Because that was my mission. I am strong enough to handle anything life throws my way because I'm resilient, because I am an Aries and I lead the pack. We are the change agents. We start out strong and sometimes we end real weak because we get burnt out, because it gets too heavy. And I'm reminded of my aunt on the other side as well. Those strong women in our family, who were always saying, give it to me, I can take it. I see you, Aunt Carlene. I see you. I have broad shoulders. I can take it. But are we really supposed to just take it? That is that old program. That is that slave mentality. But it has been infused with love because we're taking it from those that love us. But I'm reminded as well with her, it was manifested in dis-ease. She could take it from you, and this is what she taught me too. You can take it, but you can also transmute it. She said, I didn't know how to do that. But here I am, learning it as I do it. And these are those divine nuggets that those who went before us offer us, if only we take time to listen. But disease, discomfort, and feeling like you have to take something that doesn't feel good is the slave mentality. This is the martyr mentality. I'm encouraging us today to move beyond it, to come into alignment with just how good it can be. As I am sitting here in my healing house, the space where my mother first said no. She didn't want to do it no more. But she set the tone for me to know that I can do the difficult things. The House of Shakim is open. This house is a healing house. This house is a place of peace and joy and truth that sets you free. So until next time, I am your host, Chantel Sierta Shakim, coming live on location, speaking up, and fixing crowns in the process. It's time to align. If you haven't already, you can watch all of these alignment, this is what I'm calling them, alignment videos on my Circle of Sister Table Talk page on YouTube. And if you're looking for a community where you want to come in and get some of this get loved up information, join us on the school platform in the sanctuary. We have about 100 women in there now, and we are truly beginning to, ready the troops. Ready the troops. We are calling you in. If you are a holistic practitioner, if you have products, if you have services, if you have a will to do something different, come into the sanctuary. This is a sanctuary unlike any you've seen, because it's not about religion. It's about you truly being seen, you being loved up on, you having a safe space to express who you are, who you see yourself to be, and the gifts and services that really will make you and help you to become financially free. Again, those lifestyle design pillars. Can you text me the link? Oh, sure. I can text you. Ooh, let me see. I don't know how I can text. Well, you are my friend. Yes, you are my friend. Yeah, I'll send it to you, girl. I see who you are, Era. It's a new era. This is a beautiful girl that I met this week. Era, Extraordinary TV. She has a podcast too, y'all, that's going to help set us free. We have to begin to see how practical spirituality will help us maintain holistic health. And this is how it's done, by you showing up, not trying to be nobody else but you, because you can only be who you are. We are not judging anyone. We are not criticizing anyone. We are not condemning anyone. We are calling you out. Give thanks. Oh, I got sisters in the chat. Give thanks, P-Bill. Give thanks. But yes, we are truly beginning to align in a way that is different. You know, a lot of the people that I know are in religion, right? Because that is what saves us. Ding, 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 ding. You know, that is what saves us. But religion is not what saves you. Jesus is not what saves you. It is you truly becoming the Christ, the God, the essence of your I am. That is what saves you, so that you may experience heaven on earth. Because it says it in the scripture. You know, I was that one that studied to show myself approved. I don't downplay or down talk anyone who is in religion. I'm speaking from my own experience, and I'm only speaking that which has set me free indeed, you know, and it's not to say that my relationship with God is no different than what it was when I was an avid Christian. My relationship with God is so much stronger now, because I see, I feel, I know, I am the embodiment. As God says, he's going to send a comforter. He's going to send a messenger. And it is in me. Ding, 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 ding. And I am so excited. And I'm proud about it. Yeah. I'm proud. Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad about it. Yeah. This is a song, back in the church song. I was sitting all alone one day, thinking about the blessings that came my way. I haven't served the Lord quite as I should, but still the Lord, he's been so good. As I look back and see where I come from, I gotta thank the Lord for all he's done. I found a friend in him. Chantel, she is so sweet. And I'm glad about it. Yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad about it. So we all have to be glad about where we came from and not second guess it, not try to dissect it. That's where division shows up. We are all spiritual beings and we have been sent here on a spiritual mission. But don't let it separate you. Don't let it hold you back. Don't let it allow you to not see how good it can get. And that's what I'm coming on here to do. Speak up and speak out. So until next time, I am your host, Chantel Sierra Shakim, speaking up and speaking out and fixing crowns in the process. Until tomorrow, this is the half of the circle. Peace and love, my heart to yours. Good night.